2016, ISRO detects a big object on Mars and sends their best person Shan to examine it.
Shan, this is your mission control Srihari. You go for landing.
Copy that, Srihari. Approaching touchdown. Touchdown success, I'm on foot.
Copy that. Do you see the object?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
It looks like some sort of a big size... Srihari, I'm losing you. Do you copy? Do you copy? Damn, I have very less time. Let me quickly review this. What's up guys, Section here back with another video. Here's the all new gigantic Mi Max from Xiaomi. Here's the box. This is the 3GB 32GB model. It also comes in a 128GB variant. Here we have the phone. Oh geez, that's large. SIM eject pin, couple of manuals, a charger adapter, a micro USB charging cable. So that's about the box. Let's power up the device and take a look on what it has to offer. At first glance, the device, wow, I should say it's gigantic. This is totally for people who love large screen smartphones. You know, sort of those who are looking for a blend between a smartphone and a tablet. For those audience, this device will sure impress. I'm kind of confused. Should I call this a phablet or a smartphone? The design is simple and feels premium. Made of aluminium. For its size, it's kind of light and thin. Comes in two colors, gold and silver. You know, I always will choose the gold. On the front, we have the 6.4-inch display. On the top, we have the front-facing camera, LED notification and other sensors. Bottom, we have the illuminated touch capacitive buttons. On the right, we have the volume rocker and power button. On the left, we have the SIM slot. It's a dual SIM 4G mobile. The SIM slot is hybrid, so you can use two SIMs or one SIM and a micro SD card for storage. Bottom, we have the speaker grill with micro USB port and a microphone. On the top, we have the IR blaster, 3.5mm audio slot and a microphone. At the back, we have the rear camera with dual tone flash and the fingerprint sensor. So that's about the device. Let's move on to what I like, which will help you decide if you should choose this smart big phone. First is the display. Now this device, as said, is for the large screen lovers strictly. One hand use will be tough, though it has some nice features for one hand use. So if you're someone who wants a tablet and smartphone fusion, this is perfect in my opinion. It comes with a 6.4-inch Full HD display with a pixel density of 342 ppi and the resolution is 1920 to 180. It comes with Corning Gorilla Glass 3 protection. The display is good. The viewing angles are good in indoor and also decent in sunlight. Has a few nice options, and one thing that I really like the most is the reading mode where the display color changes when you want to use the smartphone at night. The color reproduction is good. Touch is very responsive. One thing to note is that the bezels are not very thick. Neat. Next is the performance. A big phone with big specs? Well, kinda. It comes loaded with a Snapdragon 650 hexa-core chip clocked at 1.8 GHz bundled with an Adreno 510 GPU and 3GB RAM. It also comes in another variant which has the Snapdragon 652 chipset with 4GB RAM. Performance wise, the difference is minimal between the two. Here is the benchmark score. The phone is super snappy and the CPU-GPU combo handles multitasking and gaming very well. Gaming and watching video is a delight on this for two reasons. It could handle some graphic intensive games well, and the large display adds to the gaming and video watching experience. Here you can see me playing a few games in its high setting. And here is the common hero, Asphalt 8. On the sensors, it comes with all the common stuff: gyro, accelerometer, proximity, electronic compass, etc. And on the network connectivity, it supports voice over LTE, so this device is future ready. Next is the camera. The rear camera comes with a 16 megapixel shooter with dual tone flash, and on the front we have a 5 megapixel shooter. Both take decent pictures. I won't say the best, but yeah, it's good. The camera app has a lot of options for you to control and adjust both auto and manual. You can shoot 4K videos with the rear and 720p videos with the front camera. Take panorama shots and do more. Here are a few samples out of this camera, raw, unedited. What's up guys, currently I'm recording this using the front facing camera of the Mi Max. The audio is also through that. Let me go over 360 as usual to show you how the camera handles different lighting conditions. Yeah, I think that gave you a pretty good idea. Let's switch over to the rear camera. Next stands the software. It comes with Android Marshmallow out of the box with Xiaomi's MIUI 7, which is a heavily customized version of Android. If you have used a Xiaomi device before, you will like the MIUI 7. The interface is neat and has a lot of options to play with, theme store, widgets, whatnot. MIUI 8, the latest version, is on the way and is guaranteed for the Mi Max. Next is the fingerprint sensor. It is fast and unlocks the device super quick. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that was fast. Also, you can lock apps with the fingerprint scanner, which is pretty handy. But I'm not sure why I don't see an option to, take selfie photos with the fingerprint scanner. Next is the storage with OTG support. Mi Max comes in two variants, 32GB and 128GB. This is the 32GB version, which on first boot you get around approximately 25GB free. Good part is it comes with a hybrid slot, so you can expand the storage with a microSD card if you need more space. But if you are a dual SIM user, that will be an issue. Also, the device supports OTG, so you can use a micro USB OTG adapter to connect pen drives, share files, videos, access it directly from the pen drive without moving it to the phone storage. Next is the battery, which I must say is the super highlight of this device. It comes with a massive 4850 mAh battery. The battery is very impressive. Seriously, I was able to push this device close to 2 days even with heavy use. To add to the fun, it supports fast charging to charge up the device pretty fast, and also comes with this nice battery saving options. Not only is the device big, but also has a big battery at its heart. And finally, some generic stuff which I like. Mi Max has this IR blaster on the top, which is handy in controlling infrared enabled devices such as the TV, air conditioner, etc. Next is it has FM radio, so that's good. However, you have to buy a separate pair of earphones to use the FM feature. Call quality is clear, audio through the 3.5mm slot is pretty good. Before moving on to what I don't like, I know you know what that is. Yes, the most asked question, does this phone get heated? I have tested it playing some graphic intensive games and the device handles heat very well. Warmness is common because it's a metal phone, so you do experience some warmness, but it stays under control. One thing that I noticed is since it supports fast charging, when I used a fast charging adapter to charge up the device got a bit warm. But yeah, heat stays under control. And being so big, does it bend? Well, the build seems to be strong. I wouldn't recommend placing this in the back pocket. I personally think female audience are going to like this device very much. Now let's get to what I don't like. The camera, as said, is good, but it's not the best in its range. It struggles in low light and has no optical image stabilization. Apart from that, what I notice is when the video is shot in 4K, sometimes it starts to lag very badly, as you can see here. Hope it's a software issue and Xiaomi fixes it ASAP. Next is the placement of the fingerprint sensor. I find it tough at times, when you pick up the device to unlock it. Anyways, this device is not for single-hand use, so keep that in mind. The third thing is the speaker placement. It's at the bottom, and when you're playing games, at times you might cover it. The fourth is the audio volume through the single speaker. It's kind of low, it does not have that punch. Could have been a bit louder. And finally, though it supports fast charging, you do not get a fast charging adapter in the box, so you have to buy that separately, which is a big letdown. Apart from the above ones, you can sure give this device a try if you're a large screen lover, a super large screen lover. Best suited for people who want a tablet and smartphone fusion. Multimedia and gaming is going to be a delight on this device. It sure stands out in the smartphone category with its super large ergonomics. So yeah, give it a try.
Sadcom is back online.
Great, Srihari, do you copy?
Yes, Sean, we do.
Hope the video I sent was informative to know more about the Mi Max.
Of course, yes. We have a new mission for you.
I'm getting a signal interference again. Do you copy? Do you copy? Damn. I'm going out to check what's wrong. Guys, help me click that button!
Sean, do you copy? Do you copy?